Yes, stop.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. My name is Joy George, and today I am going to be the sergeant at arms for the club. I welcome you all to the 228th online meeting of Bhavan's Toastmasters Club, Kuwait. There are 4 ground rules which have to follow during this meeting. First one, please switch off the mobile phones or put it in a silent mode. Second one, everyone put their mic at mute at all times during this meeting except the speaker. Third one, do not talk about sex, religion, and politics. Fourth one, for your safety and others, please wear mask if you are going outside and use hand sanitizer often, and also take care of all emergency exit while you are in the meeting. All Toastmasters and guests, please switch on the audio and video now and repeat with me the mission of Toastmasters Club. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in a greater self-confidence and personal growth. I would like to call with the fantastic leader, our president, Toastmaster Control Reddy, to this 228th online meeting with warm pleasure. Thank you. Over to TM Control Reddy.
Good evening, guests and Toastmasters. And thank you for introduction of Sergeant at Arms, George. Today, we are in a 229th meeting of Bhavan's Toastmasters. And about Toastmasters. Toastmasters International is a non-profit organization, non-profit educational organization that teaches public speaking and leadership skill through a worldwide network with clubs. The headquarters in Englewood, Colorado. The organization members exceeds 3,58,000 and more than 16,800 clubs in 143 countries. Since 1924, Toastmasters International has helped people to diversified background to become a more confident speakers. The Toastmasters empower you to become a more effective communicator and leaders. And along with that, Bhavan's Toastmasters Club, we started 2012 and still we are today in 229th meeting, and we are consequence a presidential distinguished club status last 4 years. With this, I welcome you all to our meeting and enjoy this evening. With that, I will go with guests introduction. So first, I will take our PR manager, DTM Alan Paul. Good evening.
Good evening, President Kondalreddy. How are you doing?
Yeah, just say about yourself to us, to know our new members.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Alan Paul. I am the District 20 PR manager. I was invited by the superstar of Bhavan's Toastmasters Club, that is Latif, one of the many superstars. I have come to Bhavan's many times, and I don't know if most of you have already seen me before, so I feel like I'm already part of the club. So pleasure to be here and looking forward to the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Alan, for being with us and enjoy the evening.
Thank you.
And next, I will move to for our Division E Director-elect, Toastmaster Vishal Edward. Can you say a few words about yourself?
Thank you very much, President Kondal Reddy. Hello, everyone. My name is Vishal Edward Khan, and I'm here to serve you as the Division E Director. I was invited by a very senior and a longest member in the Bhavans since 2012, DTM Anil Kumar. Looking forward for a lovely meeting with all of you. God bless you. Let's have a great session. Over to you.
Thank you, Vishal. to being with us and enjoy the evening. So now I call our guest speaker today, and is a club growth director in District 121, distinguished Toastmasters, Latif Irfan. Distinguished Toastmaster Latif.
Yes, it's Atif Irfan.
It is Atif.
Atif. Yes.
Atif Irfan. Toastmaster Latif who invited me, so I'm thankful to him and you all. So it's a great pleasure being here with you all, and I was looking forward to an opportunity visiting this club, and it will be a great time ahead. I'm sure of that, and let's hope for the very best. So I was, in fact, Pakistan is a very new district. It's District 122. It's a territorial council as yet. So we are progressing towards a provincial district and then towards a district. So as of now, we are a territorial council. And the first year I was an area director, then I became, next year I was division director, and this year I was elected as the club growth director. So we are all progressing with Toastmasters International and with that district. And let's hope for the best and pray for our district. Thank you.
Great. Thank you for joining with the Bhavan Toastmaster Club, and we'll enjoy the rest of the evening. Now let's move for our another guest, Toastmaster Laiban. Toastmaster Saira Parvez. Okay.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, how are you, ma'am?
I'm doing good. Thank you. How are you?
So you're from, again, can you introduce yourself?
Sure. Let me just see. Just give me 1 minute. Sure. So I am Saira Parvez, and I am from the Rawalpindi Toastmasters Club. I'm from Pakistan as well. And I'm serving right now as the VP Education of the Rawalpindi Toastmasters Club. I got a notification on our district group about this meeting, and I thought it would be a great opportunity. Actually, DTM Atif shared the brochure or the poster, and I thought it would be a good experience and it would increase my exposure. I am already a part of Witty Storytellers as well. It is an online club based out of London. So I like increasing my exposure and getting a global taste of the Toastmasters International.
Sure, definitely. We'll ensure that, and have great to hear. And please enjoy the rest of the meeting.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Yes, we will go for our last guest, Toastmaster Laiba. Are you there? Okay. With this, we will come back to Toastmaster Laiba. So every Toastmasters meeting, we need to have our MC as Toastmaster of the day. So today I'm going to invite the Toastmaster of the day. He's a IT engineer and MBA graduated, and is a IT professional working in a British English school, international school. He is none other than distinguished Toastmaster Sunil Thomas. I welcome you on the stage to proceed for our meeting today. Over to distinguished Toastmaster Sunil.
Thank you so much, President Kondal Reddy. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and all the guests with us today for this wonderful meeting. Let me talk about the theme of the day today. In his State Union address, John F. Kennedy declared, the best time to repair the roof is when the sun is shining. The philosophy was not intended to do some big organization change or something else. He was just intending to tell that the right time to do things are when we are sufficiently, we are prosperity, we have everything else ready to do something. I used to see that in my places, because the thatch roofs, people used to repair while the sun is still shining, because they know that when the rain comes and it goes on unstopped, so there is no chance of doing any repair work. So they do it before. So this just gives us a small guarantee that whenever we can do it. You should not regret later. We should not say that, oh, I could have done it earlier, I could have done something before. So this is the one thing we have to be very careful. Do it when we can do it. And we have to anticipate things. We should understand that things will go wrong at one point. So we should be careful to take care of things in advance. So let us go with the meeting. So I'll be giving few things about this subject in the later time. So let me call on our fantastic leader from Karachi. He's an airline ticketing professional. He's also pursuing his passion as an animator. He's currently our VP Ed. He's going to act as the grammarian of today. Let us welcome our charming leader, Latif Mansoor Ali, as the grammarian for today's evening. Welcome, Latif.
Thank you, DTM Sunil, our Toastmaster of the day, fellow distinguished guest. Really happy to see such a fantastic leaders all over the meeting. Wherever I can frame myself, every screen I have seen a leader, I have seen a better speaker in them, eloquent, good content every time, now and then. Now back to the meeting. As a grammarian, my role is to observe the good usage and some improper usage of grammar words or grammatic sentences, which I will notify later when called upon. And secondly, I have another role, which is to proudly announce the word of the day. And it will be a surprise to you all. Before me introducing it, everyone has done it. So the word of the day is fantastic. It is a very positive meaning, which carries like a visionary, a fantastic, a centric person. You can use it in many sentences, such as like, it's fantastic to be around like-minded people. Or second sentence, which I can say it like, as and when I completed my vision board, I discover myself being a fantastic person. So I urge each and every member to use this word of the day in their speeches, in their sentences, whenever they call upon. I will notify it when I will be asked to give my report. So thank you very much. Enjoy the meeting and please stay till the end to give the wonderful feedback of yours. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, grammarian, our VPD Latif. So next I'm going to the person who is going to check every action of today, the general evaluator. He say himself as a down-to-earth person. He loves nature. He's a quality assurance personnel. He has got certification in ISO 9001 and ISO 22000, and he's an auditor and a consultant. And he told about the theme of the day. I strongly believe every leader must adhere to the policy of being proactive in his actions, act on time, and avoid procrastination. He's a DTM. He has undergone many leadership roles in our district 20, as well as division, as well as areas. Let us welcome our senior leader, our mentor, and whoever is with us always, Anil Kumar G. Revankar as the general evaluator.
Thank you for that warm introduction, Toastmaster today, GTM Sunil Thomas. A warm welcome to all the dignitaries to our special meeting today. We are really very happy to have 3 district officials and 2 guests across the country. Today, I'm playing the role of a general evaluator. And as a general evaluator, I have got 2 functions to play. The first one, to overall do the evaluation of the meeting. And second, to lead the team of evaluators. So when called upon by the Toastmaster today to take
I think Anilji's connection is lost. Thank you, Anilji, for your wonderful words. And let me go to the next functionary. Can I proceed? Or?
Anil sir is back. Anil sir, if you want to complete.
So the 2 functions I'll be playing, that's what I've just explained to you. I wish all the role players and speakers best of luck for their performance today. Over to you, Toastmaster today.
Thank you so much, Anilji. So now let me go to the next functionary, who is the very important functionary as keeping time, the timer role. So we have a wonderful timer today who is a postgraduate in maths and is working in a company here in Kuwait. And he's going to be the timer. And I was asking about him, and he's also the sergeant of arms in our club. About the theme, he said that stop when we are good at anything. So don't wait till someone chuck us out. And don't wait till the rain to come. Whenever we do something, do it in the right way and in the better possible way we can do it. And be ready always. Let us welcome the ever-ready timer, Joy George, to tell about his role.
Thank you, TM Modi, Fantastic leader, DTM Sunil Thomas Varghese. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. As a timer, I will time the speakers and evaluators. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using green, yellow, and red screen. Denote specific time remaining. For prepared speeches, Rudy Sajeev icebreaker speech should be 4 to 6 minutes in length, and at 4 minutes I will show the green card, at 5 minutes I will show the yellow card, and 6 minutes I will show the red card. TM Control Ready speech should be 10 to 12 minutes in length. At 10 minutes I will show the green, 11 minutes I will show the yellow, and 12 minutes I will show the red card. For evaluation session, DTM Atif Irfan Sheikh speech 20 to 30 minutes in length. At 20 minutes I will show the green, at 25 minutes I will show the yellow, and 30 minutes I will show the red card. For evaluation session, 2 to 3 minutes in length. At 2 minutes I will show the green, 2.3 minutes I will show the yellow, and 3 minutes I will show the red card. For our counter report, 1 to 2 minutes in length. At 1 minute I will show the green, 1.3 minutes I will show the yellow, and 2 minutes I will show the red card. And when the timer report comes, I will present the report. Thank you. Fantastic leader, TMOD, DTM Sunil. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Joy, for the detailed and up-to-mark report or your explanation on the role. Thank you so much. Let me move on to the next functionary. We have an ACK counter who is a mechanical engineer by profession. He's a leading HVAC department in Kio International Consultants. He's an asset for our club because whatever roles he takes, he does it well. And his thoughts on the theme was, time to repair the roof is when the sun is shining. My take on this quote is to use the right opportunities when things are favorable without any procrastination. Let us welcome our ace accounder, TM Justin.
Thank you, DTM Sunil, for this wonderful introduction. Good evening, Toastmasters, fantastic leaders, and distinguished guests. An excellent speech is a seamless flow of words. Any hindrance like unnecessary pauses, and meaningless repeated words will deteriorate the quality of the speech and should be avoided in a professional platform. So here I am to support you to improve by providing a report at the end of the meeting when I am called up for the same. All the very best to all. Thank you. Over to you, TM Modi.
Thank you so much, Justin. We have next coming is the pronunciation master. So pronunciation master will take care of the pronunciation, whatever we do, she will take care of it. And we have a professional, IT professional today. She's from Kerala. She's a very good speaker and an asset for our club. Let us welcome Annie Matthew as our pronunciation master.
Thank you, TM Modi, DTM Sunil Thomas. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests, a very good evening to one and all. Pronunciation is one of those techniques that works best when the listener is not aware of it. If they don't notice how you say your words, you are doing something right, which means you are not creating a distraction. How do you feel when someone sings off key? Personally, I find it hard to enjoy the music. Mispronunciation is like singing off key. My role as a pronunciation master, I'll carefully listen to all the speeches and note down that mispronunciation words. When called upon, I'll give my report with correct pronunciation of words without disclosing speaker's name. Thank you, and back to TM Modi.
Thank you so much. I forgot to introduce you. She's an HR capital professional, and her mode was whenever we have a problem, fix it then and there so that we'll not have a problem later. Let me also introduce our host, the tech host today, who is taking care of the voting as well. So his idea on the theme was always doing things in a timely and proactive manner, prepare us managing the bad times. Time does not wait for anyone, so gets things done on time. Do not procrastinate. He's working in a big company here. It's called Agility. He's Toastmaster since 2017, and he's a member of 2 clubs. Let us welcome Jiju Ramangulat as the tech host. Please explain your roles.
Thank you, TM Modi, DTM Sunil. As a vote counter, actually vote counter's responsibility is to conduct the polling for the best speaker, best evaluator, and best role player, and collect and count the ballots, prepare the winner's certificate, and announce the winners. And since we are in a virtual platform, the polling will be launched through online, and you may select the best candidate as winners. Thank you, DTM Sunil, TM Modi.
Thank you, Jiju. So now we are going to start the normal club functioning. We have prepared speeches in the beginning. So we have 2 speakers. So let me welcome the first speaker. The first speaker is Shruti Sajiv. She's going to do her icebreaker. She's a native of Kerala, born and brought up, and currently residing in Kuwait. She did her schooling in United Indian School as a civil engineer. She is working as a course controller in Pisaroti, and she's doing in the new maternity school hospital project. And her words on the theme, time to repair the roof is when the sun is shining. The quote implies it is very important to do actions on repairs to mistakes or situations in a timely manner before the scenario aggravates. Thank you so much, Shruti. She's doing her icebreaker, and she's going to be evaluated by our ACE speaker, Prashant Kaulangat, and he's an engineer by profession. He's working in a Korean company in Kuwait, and his thinking on the theme is, I think that we need to act when the time is right with regards to anything that we are doing in life. So things may be taking advantage of certain situations, whether it's our career. Could be anything really. Getting fit, we have got to do it when it feels right. Don't wait. So let us welcome Shruti and Prashant. Prashant, can you read out the objective for Shruti?
Thank you, TM Modi. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, and a special good evening to my target speaker, TM Sudhir Rajiv. Today, TM Sudhir Rajiv is going to do a first speech, icebreaker. The purpose of this project is for the member to introduce herself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. The speech title is Identity. Let's wait for TM Sudhir Rajiv, icebreaking identity. Back to you, TM Sudhir.
Prashant, it is Sudhi Sajeev. Please correct.
Sudhi Sajeev, yeah. Sudhi
Thank
Sajeev.
you, Prashant, and all the best, Sudhi. You can carry on. Thank you.
Thank you, TM Modi. Thank you all the fantastic Toastmasters and distinguished guests of the day. I would like to begin my speech by narrating a small incident that happened to me during the initial period at my current workplace. There was a construction manager, an Italian guy in his mid-60s. He came to visit our office one day. After casual exchange of greetings, he asked my name. I told him my name is Shruti. Due to the preconception that Indian names are very hard to pronounce, he asked if I have a similar name. I told him no, sorry, everyone calls me by my only name, Shruti. He gave a little laugh and left the office. On the way out, he met another colleague of ours. He greeted, "Hello, Mr. Nasruddin, how are you?" And in my head, I thought, pronouncing Shruti is much more easier than pronouncing Nasruddin. Anyway, icing to the cake is, he eventually learned to pronounce my name. My name is Shruti Sajeev, and I'm presenting today Innovative Planning Level 1 Icebreaker Speech. I'm 24 years old, currently residing in Kuwait. I'm working as a cost controller in Pisaruti, the contractor for new maternity hospital project. I graduated as a civil engineer in 2018. I did my schooling in United Indian School, Kuwait. I'm the eldest daughter of Mr. Sajeev and George, who is working in Kuwait Airways, and Mrs. Daisy Abraham, who is a staff nurse in Sabah Hospital. I have two younger siblings, Ms. Sarah Susan Sajeev, who is doing her final year BCom in India, and Abel and Sajeev, who is studying in 12th standard in United Indian School. We are natives of Pathanamthitta district of Kerala, India. I came to know of Toastmasters when I got an invitation for the Christmas Meet program of 2018 by Toastmaster Justin John and Toastmaster Susan Abraham. The most memorable moment for me in that meeting was when Toastmaster Geeta Johnson, who was my speaker Sandra, invited me through a beautiful song. And now I can say that I'm proudly a member of BPC. If in case you wonder, why did I initially mention about my interaction with a construction manager? Let me tell you. Names are not unique, but each person who owns those names is unique. If we put a little effort in learning to pronounce or spell a person's name correctly, we are showing basic form of respect to that individual's identity. Identity is defined as the qualities, beliefs, personality, looks, and or expressions that make a person. Identity of a person is developed over the period through the interaction and the experiences they go through. Like Toastmaster Annie mentioned in her icebreaker speech, the question, who am I, varies from childhood till our death as we go through different phases of life. As we change our roles from son or a daughter to a student, to a money earner, to a parent, or to a grandparent, our own identities also evolve with us. Our identities take shape as the environment around us changes. But however, it is totally up to us if this evolution is to be of good or bad to the society and oneself. Once after we die, the world will remember us, maybe just for a couple of days or through generations. It all depends on our actions, what we do in our lifetime. Be it in a positive manner or negative manner, likewise, we will be remembered. Charlie, the protagonist of Stephen Chbosky's famous novel, The Perks of Being a Wallflower, says, so I guess we are who we are for a lot of reasons. Maybe we will never know most of them. But even if we don't have the power to choose where we come from, we can still choose where we go from there. We can still do things, and we can try to feel okay about them. So let us all try to embrace our identity. Let us all try to evolve ourselves to better human beings, beneficial to both ourselves and other human beings. Thank you and good day to all. Over to you, Modi.
Thank you so much, Sudhi, for giving such a wonderful ice-breaking speech. Let's have 1 minute for everyone to give her the feedback. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Joy. So now let's go to the next speaker. He's an engineer by profession. He's working for last 20 years, and he's leading a team of various projects in Kuwait and Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And since 2005, he's in Kuwait, presently working in projects divisions of Al-Mullah Engineering Group. He is consistently impressing employees with the achievements of goals and targets, which has resulted in fact track advancement in senior positions. Actually, after becoming Toastmasters, he's impressing his employees much more. From his view about the theme is always do your assignment with ahead of plan and submit for your reviews so that you will get the time to make best of it. So let us welcome our president, Kondal Reddy, for the next speech. Kondal Reddy, please. So also we have another A speaker of our club, the past VPPR, who is working in a hotel industry, who is going to give the evaluation. Let us welcome Jomi Stephen to give the objective for Kondal Reddy.
Very good evening to all our Toastmasters and guests. My target speaker, Toastmaster Kondal Reddy. The purpose of his speech of this project is for the member to reflect on his growth during the completion of an entire path. The purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspects of his growth during the completion of a path. His speech length is 10 to 12 minutes and the speech title is Why We Should Reflect. I repeat, the speech title, Why We Should Reflect. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much. Reddy, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, dear. We can start.
Dear fantastic Toastmasters and distinguished guests from all over the world. Good evening. Good evening. It's a time to reflect. reflect on 1.5 years of my Toastmaster journey, and it's reflect to me as completion of path. Reflect is a thought of fantastic. Before I start here, I have a question to you all. Give anybody answer with open your mic and you can give answer. Why we should reflect? Toastmaster Mahesh Iyer, why we should reflect?
It is helpful for others to know that what is the impact of all the projects on our development.
Sure, right. Toastmaster Latif, can you say why we should reflect?
We should reflect because we are as good as our last performance. So to better the best one, we have to reflect and give the next best performance awaiting.
Yes, your answers are spot on. We reflect our paths, ups and downs, and sliding downs and up of the hills. We reflect. This project stops me to evaluate myself as a Toastmaster. As evaluation of my experience will help me to re-examine of my frustration and reveal of the success during the journey. I remember the fun I made to you, and it's have accepted you all that hard work of projects giving some values. I have the opportunity to realize that I have learned and I applied the same skills as personal and professional life. I will share one incident has happened before joining the Toastmasters Club. On the occasion of a new state formation in India, Telangana, we formed an association, Telangana people living in Kuwait, as Telangana Chaitanya Sravanti. On that inauguration celebration, the MC called me on the stage and given a mic to speak a few words about Telangana. Dear friends, literally, I could not able to speak more than a minute. After that incident, I strongly decided to develop my communication or my public speaking skills. Then I've searched that the Toastmasters clubs are improve our public speaking skills. I believe that this is the one best platform of improve our public speaking and leadership skills. Life is a journey, not a destination. With this quote, I started my icebreaker speech in that Toastmasters journey in 2019, exactly on 14th September 2009. Now, I completed the first part of innovative planning. I was done. I am certain improved more than what you saw when I joined in Toastmasters Club. If I do the same path once again, still I will improve more. Because every time that opportunity is having a speaker, and every time when an opportunity to practice your skills, it's an opportunity to improve ourselves. For those who are new in Toastmasters and guests, this is for your information that the Toastmasters educational program, there are 11 path learning programs. In each path, we have 5 levels. There's those are we can divide or we can describe like moreover the level 1, level 2, level 3 for the communication skills to improve, and where the level 4 and level 5 you can improve your leadership skills. In level 1, I delivered 4 speeches as titled Life is Journey, Not a Destination. How important is the role player's responsibility? And we all, you can win. We can overcome for COVID-19. And level 2, I completed another 3 speeches, 80-20 principle, equip yourself with a smile, and am I a leader? And in level 3, I completed another 3 speeches, leader, speaker, socialize, and 5 C's, and active listening project. After that, I given 2 speech projects in level 4, my dream project successful report. In level 5, 2 speech projects I completed as HPL project and professional speaker, how to become a millionaire. Those all above levels I have done. I can say that I did my level best. Also, I can say that I completed exceptionally well in that my leadership projects. The one is as a club anniversary program as event chair, and then the annual contest of club as VP education. In the way I was learning the leadership skills, I got the opportunity to serve the club as a vice president education in the year 2020-21. During this term, I prepared the club success plan and club calendar and submitted for our area and division excom. And that I maintain that more than 90% of my estimated plans are completed and keep the continuity of club legacy on reach to one of the top in the district 20 for achieving a more educational awards. And now I elect as president of Toastmasters, Bhavan's Toastmaster Club for this current term. Moving to that, I attended many division and district events and successfully conducted as assistant coordinator of youth leadership program, along with distinguished Toastmaster Anil Kumar Revankar. And I got new skills on me. And those trainings I got very good experience with that. And I have few memorable moments in our club that in contest of annual contest, I got the 3rd place in international speech contest and few best speaker awards, along with that few role player awards. Dear Toastmasters and guests, the Toastmasters are continue learning process. It has that as a theme, the time to repair the roof when the sun is shining. That means a leader cannot lead without a knowledge and desire to learn. And most continue learning is you can maintain your position as a leadership. And I got few challenges as completing of this all path of 14 speeches. The challenges are like avoid constant moving on the stage, voice modulation needed, voice clarity is needed, work on vocal varieties, the speech needs more clarity. So I think you got all that message. Perhaps I need to improve is my voice clarity, voice modulation, and words pronunciation too. This is something that we learn every time whenever we deliver a speech. There is always a room for improvement, which as Toastmasters will call, nothing is perfection. With this, I have my improvement for this speech. Improvement is that still I need to work on my voice clarity and voice modulation, then pronunciation of the words. That is my reflection for you. Dear Toastmasters and friends, those who are thinking to join Toastmasters, the Toastmaster gives you what? No, you have to give 1 year for your time for the Toastmasters Club. Then you can call yourself as a confident communicator and a great leader. This is my message. With this, over to PM Modi.
Thank you so much, Kondal Reddy. It was a real reflection of your journey till today in Toastmasters. Let us take 1 minute to give him feedback. Let us go through his personal chat. Thank you. Thank you so much, Timer. So now we are going to have a educational session from a very important person. So recently I was reading about public speaking. So for my great astonishment, what I noticed is 75% of people of the people in this world are afraid of public speaking. That means we have a lot of target people in this world who can be brought into Toastmasters.
DTM Sunil?
Yes.
Sorry for interrupting. Do we have a voting for the best speaker?
Yes, you are right.
So,
yes. Please go ahead. I forgot all about that.
Can we have the timer report, please?
Yes, both are qualified.
Thank you. So we have 2 speakers today. Please vote for them. Shruti Sajeev and Kondal Reddy.
Can I intervene something for a minute, please?
Yes, please.
Okay. For the guest and everyone, we normally used to have a Hark Master. And unfortunately, or by mistake, I just missed out on the agenda to write about the Hark Master, though I have mentioned it on the evaluation. And our today Hark Master is actually DTM Mahesh. Is Mahesh sir with us on the forum?
Yes, he's there.
Yes, sir. At your service. I'm noting down.
Okay. Thank you, Mahesh sir. When called upon, please explain your duty role and then.
Sure.
I apologize, sincerely apologize.
No
Over
problem. Problem can happen anytime. Take care.
For the knowledge of guest, Hark Master is the person who check the meeting, and he'll be coming up with questions towards the end of the meeting, and anybody can answer. So be careful about the speeches happening. Take care of the content so that we can answer the questions. Jiju, can I continue? Okay. So I was just thinking about the public speaking. So out of the whole population, if 75% of the people are afraid of public speaking, how much opportunities they are losing? So Toastmasters' job is to bring or bring them to the platform and make them speak. So I always believe that a speaker will become a good leader, and a good leader will become a leaders for others, so that he can make more similar leaders. So now today we are going to have a person who is an eminent speaker who can train us more about public speaking. So let me explain about him. He is a certified professional civil engineer. He is a certified project management professional. He is an executive director and technical director of a large company in Pakistan, project director of PepsiCo Greenfield project, the member of project management organization, and member of British American Tobacco project, and is a DTM from both pathways and the old version. He is a club growth director 2021-22, and he was a division director last year, and he was area director 2019-20. He sponsored 7 clubs and mentored 6 clubs in Toastmasters, mentored a large number of individuals worldwide, headed district-wide mentoring and other committees, president twice of Lahore Toastmaster Club, founding president of Banu Mukhtar Toastmaster Club, and founding president of Ravi Toastmasters Club community. So we have a very wonderful person today as a trainer. So we asked him about the theme of the day today. He told us, nature teaches us through its creation, and the ants have so many lessons for us. We see them collecting food for rainy days and challenging times. This is the best time for us to learn about the attributes of a champion speech, to enhance our skills and start preparing for the upcoming speech contest to be organized at club, area, division, and district, even higher levels. Let us not waste our time to march towards excellence. So we have a wonderful person who is going to teach us about the skills of public speaking. So the example are ants. I was so wonderful about that, that example, because we see that ants take all the possible things when it is available, and they'll be quiet during the winter and in rainy days. So let us do the same thing. Let us learn things now when we are free, and practice things now when we have nothing else to do, so that we can go to the higher levels towards when the time comes. So let us welcome Arif Irfan Sheikh, DTM, to give us the tips and tricks of public speaking. Welcome, sir, to the podium of Bhavan's Toastmasters Club. All the best wishes.
Yes, thank you very much. And I hope I am quite audible and visible to you all.
Yes, you are.
Thank you. So Toastmaster Sunil, in fact, I don't think I have such a long introduction. I just prefer just to be called as a Toastmaster because it covers everything, because the biggest pride is being a Toastmaster. And I am here in Toastmasters since 2013 and a member of 4 clubs. And whatever I have learned in my life, it's mostly in these few years of my life. And I have learned so many things in Toastmasters, I cannot even name them all. So that was a little bit of the beginning. And so far as the tips and tricks on these things for a good speech is that we all know a lot about these things and how to compose a speech, how to start a speech, how to end up a speech, how should the transitions be there. But I have brought something different for you today. And the different thing is that there are some concepts in our minds related to the speeches. And I have learned from the world champions and many other good speakers around me that how far those concepts are correct and how many concepts are fully incorrect and we are just following them. So I have something for you and I would like to share my screen, and I am just going to do it. So can you see the screen?
Yes, we can.
Yes. So It's tips and tricks for a winning speech, and I would say it's it's a fantastic speech, not just a winning speech. So now let's come forward and see what I have for you. What are those concepts? And let's discuss them one by one. I have some videos with me as well for the world champions. And let me show them to you besides that. So the first concept that is usually said and that is usually in practice is that follow your arch rival and some fabulous speakers. So there are some people in the clubs, in areas, divisions, district that someone believes that these guys, they are very good and they are real competitors. So why not following them and see that what they are doing and how they are delivering their speeches. So how is that idea? I mean, do you think it's a good idea or no, it's not? It's incorrect. No, it's not correct. And the second thing that comes along is that make your mind always contest to win. Of course, this is a part of that you are always doing, one is always doing that all just to win the contest, just to see that, yes, my speech was the best and I won in the club, I won in the area, I won in the district, division, everywhere. So these are the two things that, of course, if anyone does that, follow the arch rival and some fabulous speakers, or make up the mind that always contest to win. So these are the things for a great speech. So this is a totally incorrect concept, in my opinion. So let me show you why it is not correct. Let's listen to this short video.
Being yourself on the stage. I remember I watched one of your YouTube video and you mentioned being yourself. That's something you learned pretty hard way by watching one of 2014 World Championship champion who was Dhananjay Hetarachi, right? Yeah, so he said he was just being on the stage, being himself on the stage. So that's a best one.
Yeah, and honestly, I really love what he said. He won the World Championship in 2014, and my mentor, who was actually acquainted with him, scheduled an interview, and he recorded it, and it seemed like it was seconds into that interview where he just totally changed my perspective about speaking and entering that public speaking contest. He said that I decided to be myself and I stopped trying to win the World Championship. And when I stopped trying to win the World Championship, I won the World Championship. Oh, wow. So that was something that stuck with me. And to this day, even I will say that I won the World Championship the year I decided to stop trying to win the World Championship. Ooh.
So what was the most important thing? So he won the World Championship the year he stopped trying to win the World Championship. So that was the most important part. And he was real himself when he delivered the speech. So that's the point. You don't need to follow anyone. You don't need to think that I'll contest to win. Just contest to enjoy and feel that, yes, I have done something really great as compared to what I was doing in the last speech. So that should be the spirit. That will make you win. That will make you a fantastic speaker. Okay, so coming to the next concept.
Being yourself on the
next concept, just a second.
Being yourself.
Okay, so this is a very interesting clip and I love it most. This is from an Indian film and Amir Khan, you can all see. So let's see what he says in this clip. So that was the punchline that follows excellence and success will follow you. So this is all what we need to do, that we just need to get to work, bring ourselves to the excellence, and you will see that the success will be following you. You will be winner, you will be a great speaker anywhere you go, inside Toastmasters or outside Toastmasters. Okay, so let's go to the next concept. What was it was saying that follow your arch rival and some fabulous speaker, so you are your own rival. Think about that. You think that I have to defeat my own self. What I did last time, that was not enough. I have to do more. I have to do more. I have to do more. And the most fabulous speaker in the world, so be yourself. That's all. Nothing more is needed. And the next lesson is that always follow excellence and success will follow you. So these are the first two concepts that I wanted to share with you. That's what I have learned in my few years of life and Toastmasters. Okay, the third and the fourth concept, they are also very interesting, that impress the audience by some special voice and gestures. So some people create a special voice and then they create some special made gestures. They say that, yes, this way we will be able to impress the audience. And the fourth concept is that any interesting story can serve the best. So take some good story and then you just narrate it during the speech and then it will do the purpose. It will take you to the height. So let's see what we have with the renowned speakers, the great speakers, because this is not correct.
However, I must protect the shoes because when I have a mission, I take it very seriously. So I curl over in my seat, I press the shoes against my chest, and this is how I watch the wedding for the next 30 minutes. The ominous smiler tries to steal the shoes, but I hold firm. Then she disappears for 20 minutes before taking a seat to my right. She says, Aaron, I don't care about the shoes anymore. You win. I say, do I look like a fool to you? But she doesn't move. I think I won. Sunit runs over. He's ecstatic. He says, Aaron, I'm proud of you. I say, thank you. You took this mission very seriously. I say, that's right. Now, give the shoes to me. No.
So now you saw that special voice and gestures, absolutely not. Very natural. So what is supposed to be done? Open your heart to the audience and nothing can come between you and them. This is the most important thing. And this fourth concept, any interesting story can serve the best. No, your story, your words, your feelings will make your speech best of the best. So what we saw here that Arun, he narrated his own story. It was a very simple story, a simple Indian wedding that we are very familiar with. And he narrated in a way because he was there. He just told his own story that was coming straight from his heart. And that made him a world champion. So that's the trick. Your story can bring miracles. That your story can do miracles. Okay, so let's come to the fifth concept and the sixth one, that humor of all types adds to the speech value. So that's what we say, that any kind of humor. And another concept, that sad emotional moments should be discreet. They should be very much distant from the other moments in a speech. So let's see how the champions do it.
But there was one person I was very afraid of, and that was my mama. Raise your hand if you have an emotional mother. Let me see. Put them all together. You get my mama. I can hear her scream outside the police station. Even the cops were afraid. She came up to me, held the iron bar, looked into my eyes, and I saw a kid coming down. Now I've seen my mama cry before, but mothers cry 3 types of tears. Tears of joy, tears of sorrow, and tears of shame. And when a son sees a mother cry, tears of shame, that's a life-changing moment. She looked at me and said, son, I want you to be a better man. That night, when I drove home, My dad was waiting for me at home.
So let's have a look at the concepts that humor of all types adds to the speech value. No, only safe jokes and good humor should be used, which is relatable to the audience. So it was very relatable because we can relate it to our own moms. We have been doing some things which were not so good in our lives. And then what we saw was that our moms felt ashamed. And yes, those moments were really, really, really relatable. And emotional touches should complement other moments in the speech, but with suitable transitions. This is a very important point, that we bring the speech, it's like a whole big story where there are emotional touches, where there's humor. It should be a complete package. So if the speech is a complete package, we have to give various kinds of touches. And these touches should complement each other. Otherwise, there will be a very serious disconnect between the two incidents that we are going to add in the story. Catchphrases can add a great value to the speech. Yes, I fully agree to that. And let's get some examples of how well some catchphrases or repeat phrases were used by the speakers.
He said, son, I see something in you, but I don't know what it is. As soon as I finished, he walked up to me, looked me dead straight in the eye, and said, son, I see something, but I don't know what it is. If you come here twice a month, maybe we can find that something. And sometimes, in the middle of the night, I wake up my beautiful wife and I ask her, honey, why did you marry me? She says, I saw something in you. But I still don't know what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, when I look at you, I see something, but I don't know what it is. Oh.
So that was an excellent use of catchphrases or the repeat phrases. And anything, it's not, I don't say that you have to be yourself, but if something comes to your mind, some phrases, some repeat phrases that can add a real value to the speech, please go for them. Anything that is coming from your heart, again and again and again, don't miss it. Let's have an example, another example for that.
If you stay in the ring and learn from those past fights, at the end of each round, you'll be still standing. I got my degree and I graduated magna cum laude. After failing 4 times, I was still standing. And there are thousands of men from hundreds of different countries. So single Toastmasters, even after my divorce, I'm still standing. And yeah, 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 we're still standing. Very nice. Stay in that ring. And even after you take a few hits, use what you learned from those previous fights, and at the end of each round, you'll remain still standing.
So these were some very good examples of the catchphrases or the repeat phrases that are used in the speeches. So whenever we deliver a speech, so if there is something humorous, there is something thought-provoking, something that can really impress the audience, so hammering it again and again in such a nice way can bring marvelous results. Okay, so coming to the 8th point, I'll have 10 points today, and we are at number 8. So intelligent questions can do miracles. So do you believe that? What about that? Yes, of course, that intelligent questions can do miracles. So let's hear some very intelligent question, and that made a speech a great speech.
What? All you all think smoking kills? Let me tell you something. Do you know that the amount of people dying from diabetes are 3 times as many people dying from smoking?
Look at that, how well the speech was started. And it took such a great attention of the audience that throughout the speech, no one was able to even blink the eyes properly. That's what I feel. Okay, so playing with the camera, because we are in a virtual world right now, we are in a virtual meeting. So the use of camera, that is such an important thing these days that it can simply make or break a speech. So this is correct that you can conquer minds if you play with the camera, if you use the camera in an excellent way. So let's get an example for this as well.
I was spellbound as I watched the sheriff who had just been shot slide back open that heavy metal door, stagger forward a couple of steps, look deep into the camera and say, I before E, except after C. Contest chair, fellow Toastmasters.
So that was it. So how you just saw that even in absence of a physical stage, how Mike used the camera so well, so perfectly. So if we just add such things in a speech, then of course it's going to impact the audience in a great way. So now coming to the last point that we feel that becoming a world champion is impossible because of course it's such a big competition and we are not going to do it even if we try for the whole of our lives. So of course, this is not correct as well. So let's hear how it is not correct.
But I want you to think about what are your challenges and what are the things that you think is impossible. Because this was impossible. Not just for me, but for almost everybody who knows me. And yet here it is. I don't want to say it again, but if I can do this, think about that thing that you thought you could never do, or you just gave up on because maybe it's way up ahead and I cannot do it. And when you do, I want you to remember that Muhammad Qatani got this. And also you can do the same. Thank you.
So that was it. So nothing is impossible in the world. And if Qatani can do it, why can't any one of us do it? So let's go through very quickly what I have just discussed today. The first thing, the most important thing, be yourself, forget everything and just focus on contesting your own self. So that's the most important thing, the first thing. Just follow excellence. That was how well said by him, and success will follow you. Open your heart. The thing that is coming straight from your heart will simply go to the hearts of the other. So that's a very simple recipe. Don't try to hide what is coming out of your heart. Your story, not anyone else's story, not any famous story. Your story, even it is very simple, that can do miracles. Good humor, not any kind of humor. Good humor that is relatable, that is safe humor, only that can help you in your speeches. Blend the moments of joy, sadness in such a way that they are very much connected. And then catchphrases that are coming straight from your heart. Use them in your speech, the way they have been used in an excellent way. And intelligent questions, yes, they can they can grab the attention of audience in such a great way that can go even beyond your imagination. So use those questions and play with the camera in virtual meetings because that can change the whole scenario. And becoming a world champion of public speaking is not impossible. You just have to try a little, and no one knows that what is coming ahead, what is coming in future, what is written for you by the Almighty. So that was all from my side. And if we have time, then we can go for some question, or if it is over, then I'll say goodbye to you for now. And I'll love to stay connected. So I'll just ask if there is any time for the questions, or we are ended up.
So you are still in green. I think we can have some questions.
Okay. So let me stop sharing the screen and go for that. Okay. So are there any questions?
I would like to ask you something, sir, if permitted.
Sure. I couldn't hear you, please.
I would like to ask you something, if time permits. That really something, a speech which is an eye-opener for everybody. If you reflect yourself, definitely we can go into the hearts of the audience. That is what you said. But initially, you might have felt some glitches before you came, or before you imbibe these qualities. What were those challenges that you faced to go into the public's mind?
What I followed from your question is that in the way of going to that point, there will be some glitches in the way and how to overcome that. I always say that Toastmasters is just a workshop. We come here to fail, and then learn. So what will happen? It's just like a dart ball game, and then we just throw a dart towards the board. It falls somewhere else, and then we laugh at our own self, and then we pick it up and do it again. And our friends are standing along with us. So there is nothing to worry if we fail, because we are here to fail and then to learn and then to excel. So this is what I say, that even in the passage, there are so many glitches, there are so many things, there are so many failures. But of course, we are going to get success one day, and let's try it without thinking that there is any glitch. Every speech should be better than the previous one, and we will overcome all the hurdles, and the day will come when we will be proud of our own selves. So that's what I believe.
Oh, great. One more thing is that just check this 10th slide, sir. Your written world championship is impossible. Is it impossible, or is it not possible?
That was I said that it was a wrong concept, that it is impossible. So that was incorrect. And this is quite possible. That's what he said.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
So I have one question to you. Do you believe in by hearting the whole speech and doing it, or understand the concept and doing it?
What I do is that I just have some punch points with me, some bullet points in my mind, or written somewhere when in a presentation. But of course, while delivering a speech in person, I have those points in my mind, because that's what Toastmasters teaches us, even in extempore speeches, that we should be very clear what is required to be said. The expressions, those big words that we just look for, they are of no value, I believe. The real value is whatever is coming from your heart. The real expression is the one which is coming from the heart. So if there are some points in the minds, and we just elaborate those points in front of the audience, and even if we miss a few things, it doesn't matter. The real thing is that Toastmasters teaches us how to be a good speaker. So it's not supposed to be something that is literary, that is something that is very literary, and this is going to impress the audience. No, it's not that. I sometimes say that what Toastmasters taught me best is how to handle my wife. You must be amazed of that, because the sandwiched approach that I learned from here, and how to manage the stakeholders, and how to manage difficult people, difficult audience. So that's what I apply every time in my home, and I got marvelous results. So there is no point in cramming or in remembering those things word by word. The important thing is to keep the things in mind, and then use them at the right moment whenever you are in front of audience, and seeing the reaction of the audience. You can even change that. You can skip some points, you can add some points, and that will make your speech a real great speech. So this is my opinion on that.
Thank you so much. So we have time for a few more questions because still we are in yellow.
May I ask, please?
Please.
Mathif, this is Latif.
Sure, sure.
DJ Mathif, your advice to young Toastmasters who still have some nerve issues on presentation or maybe selecting a topic, because in our club, you will find many eloquent speakers, but there are some new members who still have, like, they're still gathering their cup of tea to have that courage and, speak in front of the camera. So if you can share few of your learnings from your new members and everyone to this club, it will be a great honor for us. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Latif. I made two great friends when I came to Toastmasters. The first great friend was my mirror. In front of that, I practice. And the second great friend is this one, my cell phone. Because I record a lot of things and then I see and then I say that, yes, it's good, it's great, but I need to improve in this area, and this area. So that's my advice for the new speakers. But a bigger advice is still there. As I just said, that we are here to fail, and then learn, and then when. So that's what we are. So don't think that, oh my God, my speech was not very good. I was not looking great. My pronunciation was not well. Forget about these things. Just think that I delivered an icebreaker today and I heard a great icebreaker today. Wow, well done on that. But the next speech should be better than that. This is the thing. This is the real learning in Toastmasters. And next speech after that should be better than that. So unless we do that, there is no fun in coming and delivering the speeches. Just reading the manual and then delivering something, that's not important. And one point that you said about selecting the topic, any topic that is close to your heart, that is the best topic. You are going somewhere, you met some great person, he or she taught you something, you are going to trip, you were in a class in primary school and your teacher just slapped you. So that whole incident. So just learn how to create the whole story. Be a great storyteller. Then you just create the story. I was just sitting in the classroom and I was thinking about that. And all of a sudden my teacher came to me and said that, what are you doing? Show me your notebook. So just create that whole thing, and 5 to 7 minute speech is nothing. You can create any event in your mind and then you expand that and you can make a 5 to 7 minute speech. It's not a problem. So just find something that was really unforgettable in your life and that convert it into a speech, and you will see that, wow, what a great speech it was. So this is the real thing, that you don't need to run before the topics. The topics are already there in your life, and there are so many of them that you don't even know that where the topics hidden. So they are all here. Bring them out, write them, make a great speech, and just go ahead. That's all.
I think we have time for one more question because it's still we are in yellow. You're going to red.
Okay, so it's red now. Okay, thank you very much. All the questions were very interesting, and I hope that you got something different in the presentation. And what the purpose of this presentation was to give you some ideas that what makes a great speech a greatest speech. So that was all from my side. Thank you very much once again for inviting me here. It's a great memory. It's a permanent memory that I was here with you in this club and delivered this presentation for you. All the best for your upcoming projects. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Arifji, because I believe that sharing makes that multiplies. The sharing of knowledge multiplies the knowledge. So I'm sure that this would have multiplied your knowledge also. And we are immensely happy that we got some pearls from the sea given to us in a platter so that we can take care of our own speeches. Very, very thank you for you. And we definitely, all of us will definitely use those useful information so that we can improve in our speeches. because you will find when you come to Bhavan's contest, if you we will, I think we will invite you for some time. You will find all the 7 speakers in a top mood and top tempo, and there will be a big fight who will get the first, because all the 7 or 8 people will be going in a very vibrant, especially our international speakers, and we are really we have a lot of them in us. So our problem is that we will only 1 or 2 will go out of our club. All others will stay back. So thank you so much, and thank you, Latif, for bringing a great person like him. So stay with us till the end of the meeting, and we will have more feedback from you in the free time. Let's move on. So the next portion of our meeting is general evaluation. So let me bring back our ACE evaluator, our mentor, our guide, who is shaped Bhavans into this level. Let us welcome DTM Anil Kumar Ji Revankar as a general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. The time to repair the roof is when the sky, what is that? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yeah. Okay. The time to repair the roof is when the sun is shining. And now we have the evaluation session. Definitely, we are not going to repair the roof, but we are definitely going to repair the speeches and how the role players felt. A warm good evening, fantastic Toastmasters, and welcome to evaluation section. To begin with, we had 2 fantabulous speeches today. Let's see how they fared. The first speech was delivered by Toastmaster Shruti Sajiv. I would like to welcome a speaker, a great evaluator of DTC, Toastmaster Prashant Kavlangar, to evaluate her speech. May I have Toastmaster Prashant on the stage, please?
Thank you, DTM Anil Kumar Revankar. Congratulations, TM Sudhi Sajiv, for a fantastic ice-breaking speech. And also, thank you for telling us the importance of identity. TM Sudhi started the speech by telling a story, which was an incident happened in her office. Then after that, she shared her personal life, explained how she joined in the Toastmaster Club, the people she already knew in our club. Then they pulled her to the Bhavan's Toastmaster Club, and she is now a part of Bhavan's Toastmaster Club. Even though it was a first icebreaker speech, we never felt that it was your icebreaking speech. The speech you transformed from your personal life to a very important topic you choose. It was identity. You explain how the identity is important for each one of us, and how it is important in our life, and how identity we have to maintain in our life. I would like to add 2 suggestions, even though it was your ice-breaking speech, for the upcoming speeches to improve. I would like to add 2 points, because your journey starts today as an eye-breaking. Now your pathways are open. You have to climb on the ladder. So for that, to improve yourself, it would be better to slow down the speed of your speech, so that everyone can be captured more, and try to speed louder. You have very high potential. I believe you did take your full potential to deliver your icebreaker speech, because you are holding yourself for the upcoming speeches. You can see in our upcoming speeches. Once again, congratulations for delivering a wonderful icebreaker speech. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prashant, for that wonderful evaluation. I would like to add another point to Toastmaster Prashant's evaluation. Toastmaster Shruti, I would highly recommend you to be in touch with your mentor. This mentor is going to support you for your projects and to ensure that you enhance your communication leadership skills. So do make use of the mentor. Coming up, the second speech was delivered by Toastmaster Kondal Reddy. And to do the evaluation of Toastmaster Kondal's speech, I would like to welcome another great evaluator of BTC, Toastmaster Jomi John Stephen. Toastmaster Jomi, the stage is yours.
Thank you very much, DTM Anand Kumarji. To start with, congratulations, Toastmaster Reddy, on the completion of your level. I know it feels very happy when we finish our first level. It shows the confidence that you had. You started off with a question, the confidence level that you have. Why should we reflect? To understand the progress we made, and also to check whether we are going on the right path or not. You used very simple language. It was relatable. You had the audience, the grip on the audience. It shows, when we look at it, it shows the tremendous progress that you made. You also explained everything. The level 1 to 3 improves your communication skills. Level 4 and 5 improves the leadership skills. It always feels happy to see a fellow Toastmaster. I think we joined about in a gap of 2 to 3, 4 months. It feels good to see somebody else coming up. You also mentioned in your own speech all the pros and cons also which you face, like the voice modality issues, clarity issues, pronunciation issues. Yes, you understood. You have an understanding of what is lagging for you and what is upcoming strong for you. I don't have to get into the details, because when I see the progress that you have made, tremendous progress, even when your physical meeting when we had, I saw the extempo and all was great. But only thing what I feel one more was, this was the final speech. You could have at least stood up and given this speech. That is what I felt. Should I have given the speech so that we can see our body actions also. So that was in a way one thing which I felt. Otherwise, all the best to you and all your future endeavors. Thank you very much. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jomi, for that astute evaluation of Toastmaster Kondal's speech. Yes, well said. Now, we have a grammarian who will be coming on the stage. And grammar is the one who will look into the fine tunings of each speaker. So let's welcome on the stage Toastmaster Latif Mansur Ali to hear on the grammarian report. Toastmaster Latif, the stage is yours.
Thank you, DTM Anil, the General Evaluator. Ladies and gentlemen, let me congratulate. This meeting was a fantastic. And why I use this? Because I really wanted to be one of those persons who has used the word of the day. In one of the cases where the grammar is important, and why we have the grammarian role for the interest of the guest, is that not to hurt the speaker, but just to bring in their knowledge that where you are mistaking. Because when you are speaking, sometimes you don't know what are the words and what are the grammars you can correct. And the main punchline is, if you want to hook up the audience, you really want to use a good grammar. Now, as a word of the day is fantastic. So DTM Sunil, TM Joy, TM Prashant has used fantastic. So of course it's similar to those. TM Shruti, Toastmaster Reddy, DTM Atif, DTM Anil, and I think many more will be using it in their upcoming explanation of roles. Now, good usage of grammar. Good usage of grammar, which I really liked, was it all depends on our action, what we do in our life, where we come from and where we go from there. Why we should reflect. Life is a journey, not our destination. Now I'm able to have skills. Nothing is perfection. Confident leader and public speaker. Now, one more thing I liked this was follow excellence and success will follow you. Every speech should be better than your previous speech. My reflect is to challenge myself. Okay, this is the correction of the wrong one. Now, improper use of grammar, which it really hurt me as a listener or as an audience. Speaker says, and it's not wrong. If you will look at a grammarial, it will not wrong, but you have to attract the audience. So if you say, I graduated, I am the eldest, I studied, I am good, I am best, I am this, I am. So in fact, in that, just have this one. I am the eldest and I've graduated from. Same way, it is more alarming and more interesting by hearing it. Now, for example, one of the speakers said, I have new skills in me. So I will say that, you have to say it like, I have some skills up my sleeves. So this will give an attraction to the audience. I have to improve. I have to improve my voice modulation. I have to improve my pronunciation. Now, let's make a beautiful sentence of this. My reflect is to challenge myself to improve my voice modulation and pronunciation. So this will help us. This will really help us if we just are ready to tweak our grammar after we write our speech. And we should be prepared of writing it maybe trillions of times. My first speech, maybe I just had what I have recited, what I have written it. But till the end of those speeches, now, before I come to stage, I have revised my speech maybe 5 to 6 times. So this is what we have to ready for. We have to be prepared to be a different speech every now and then. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Latif, for that microscopic report on the grammarian of the day. With the grammarian's report, it is time to vote for the best evaluator. Timer, can we have the report, please? Have all the 3 evaluators qualified? Toastmaster
Yes,
Prashant, Toastmaster Chomi, and
grammarian TM Latif took 3.55 minutes. Is qualified? 3.5.
No.
Yeah, no, it's excellent.
Yes, Prashant, TM
All right.
Prashant and TM Joe qualified.
Okay. Host, can we launch the poll, please? A quick one.
So we have 2 evaluators
Only
only,
2,
right?
2 evaluators. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Hope you can see the voting.
Yeah. Are we done?
Yes, yes. All are voted, actually.
Right. Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Jiju. Moving forward, now it's time to call on the stage our R counter. May I invite Toastmaster Justin John to give us a report on R counter today. Toastmaster Justin, the stage is yours.
Thank you, DTM Anil Kumar. Good evening, Toastmasters and distinguished guests once again. Today's meeting was an awesome meeting with a very minimum number of hours. I was watching carefully right from the beginning till the last session, and I couldn't find any major hindering words. Moreover, more importantly, I have noticed that TM Shruti completed her icebreaker without any hours. incredible. Congrats, Shruti. Nonetheless, I have noticed a few asks from DTM Sunil. With that said, let me hand over the virtual podium to DTM Anil Kumar. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that report on our counter. Now let's hear how we fared on our pronunciation. And to do the honors, I would like to welcome on the stage another speaker of BTC, Toastmaster Annie Matthew. Toastmaster Annie Matthew, the stage is yours.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good evening, Toastmasters, once again. Thank you, TM Modi, for the fantastic theme. The time to fix the roof is when the sun is shining. This statement is reminding me to do everything in a timely manner. Today, our speakers were able to successfully pronounce all words correctly. Some of the mispronounced words and its correct pronunciations are as follows. Charming, charming. Target, target. Opportunity, opportunity. Inauguration, inauguration. Journey, journey. Pursuing, pursuing. Contest, contest. Education, education. Pronunciation, pronunciation. Also, also. I've noticed some people are using syllable sha in place of sa, which must be duly corrected. Thank you, and back to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Annie, for that beautiful report on pronunciation. Moving forward, now we are going to have a little fun session. And to do that honors, I would like to welcome on the stage the heart master for today's meeting, DTM Mahesh Iyer. DTM Mahesh Iyer, the stage is yours.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator. You have a person in the circus with a whip. Kachak. Let me understand how many of you have understood the nooks and corners of today's meeting. One, kachak. The first speaker, icebreaker, concentrated on which point?
Identity.
Wow. The second kachak is when the mic was given to me, I didn't have any word to speak out. Who said it?
TM ready.
Everything cannot be answered by a backbencher student.
Okay, I'll mute.
All right. Next is, even though what is the requirement of giving a reflection? Anybody? What is the importance of giving the reflection? Who asked this?
Kundal Reddy.
Kundal Reddy. Today's main speaker, keynote speaker, had highlighted how many points, how many concepts?
10.
All right. And what was the first concept? This is really a recap, okay? How many of you understood Kachak?
Be yourself.
Be yourself. And what was the 10th
Be
one?
yourself.
Yeah, you are right.
Impossible. Impossible.
You can be a winner.
You
Nothing
can?
impossible.
You can be an international winner. Champion.
Becoming a champion.
The point was negative. Yeah.
The
It is
exact
not possible,
point.
but it is possible.
Become
a international champion
is not impossible. And very difficult question. In one of the videos, Amir Khan was wearing a common shirt or a t-shirt of which color? Kachak. No.
T-shirt and blue, I think.
Yellow.
Yellow,
I think.
Yellow, dirty fellow.
Blue.
Yes, it is blue. But what was the name of the third person who was doing his shaving day? The third person's name. Question goes to TM Vishal.
Oh.
Kachak.
I rather take the kachak.
Oh, anybody?
Farhan.
Any takers? Who is that? Anyone? Maddie,
Actually,
Maddie.
someone answered actually.
Okay,
Farhan.
Maddie.
Someone answered.
Okay.
Farhan.
Which color t-shirt he was wearing?
Farhan Akhtar.
Okay. Mahadevan. It is Madhavan. Okay. And which color t-shirt he was wearing?
It was red.
No. It was orange. Kachak, the last question is, you need to low down your speed, you know. Who said this?
Prashant.
Toastmaster Justin.
Prashant Kaulanga.
No, Prashant. Yeah, Prashant.
All right. Nothing is impossible in this world. You just go on trying it because mirror is my best friend. Who said this?
EMR.
DTM Natif.
DTM. Thank you very much, all our good listeners. Always take care. This Kachak ringmaster will be there anytime for your help. Back to you, the general evaluator.
Thank you very much, DTM Mahesh Iyer, for that wonderful session. We all enjoyed it. Let's move forward for the general evaluator's report. To begin with, let me congratulate Toastmaster Shruti for delivering her icebreaker. Let's hear it for her. Let's give her a round of applause, please. Yes, it's her first speech, and we need to encourage all our members so that they can improve in their next project. What are the great things that happened today? Wow. First of all, we had a bouquet of district dignitaries and guests across the borders. Wow. I would like to especially commend the role played by VPE and VPPR, as I could see in this meeting. Well done. Very, very proactive. Keep it up. What I found great, another great thing today was the presentation by our guest trainer, DTM Arif. Wow, it was a mesmerizing presentation. And I'm sure each and every one who was present for this meeting had great things to learn about it. I myself, I can say, yes, he had a total different approach to his presentation. And the way he explained the points, it's fantabulous. I feel that we need to invite him once again for another session on some other subject. VPA, please note down. Yeah. I could see a great improvement in all our role players. This is something unique we have seen today. They were much fluent today, very composed and calm, and they did their job to the requirement. I would like to especially congratulate all the role players. Now coming to a few areas which we would like to improve in our coming meetings. The first and foremost is the agenda. We have a parliamentary procedure which is being followed in the club. And according to that, we need to adopt our agenda. Any changes, any miss out, omission, whatever it may be, please do adopt it at that moment so that everybody is aware of it. Immaterial, how many times the agenda was published before. The second point which I would like to highlight is do the XCOM review the agenda before it's published. Do practice it so that it will help everybody and there will be no chance of missing it. Introduction of Toastmasters. It would be highly appreciated if the president is aware how many guests we have who are non-Toastmasters. Highlight them and give them a warm welcome. The reason is they are new to Toastmasters. They know nothing about Toastmasters. They're first timers. So for them, if you highlight it in a different way, it will add value to them and they will feel, yes, I need to visit once again. If you don't have any non-Toastmasters, I strongly believe you can skip that introduction part. You can save time on that because everybody is Toastmaster. They know what is Toastmasters. These are only few observations which I had, and I believe they can be definitely adopted. Overall, the meeting was fantastic. I enjoyed it to every minute of it. And special thanks to all our guests, the dignitaries who accepted our invitation to be on the stage today. Thank you very much. And special thanks to our speaker who was our guest, GTM Arif. Thank you very much. And I would like to send over the stage back to the Toastmaster of the day for further processing. Toastmaster DTM Sunil Thomas, over to you.
You are on mute.
We can't hear you.
Sunil,
We can't hear you.
no, your mic is not coming. Meantime, Toastmaster Latif, we can take up for the appreciation for the guest speaker.
DTM Sunil, if you can try again.
Toastmaster Latif.
It's not working. You want to restart if possible, if you want to. Okay. With your permission, I'll just continue.
Go for voting, Toastmaster Latif. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So timer, please confirm if all the role players and the general evaluator and everyone are on time. And may I request
our counter TM Justin took 51 seconds only, minimum 1 minute.
Okay.
Then pronunciation master TM Ani took 1.11 second only, minimum 2 minutes.
This means we are improving, so it's okay. We'll have them. We'll have them in the votes.
Heart master DTM Mahesh 3.12. Okay.
Yes.
TM DTM Anil Kumar Ji Revankar 3.27. That's okay.
Great. Thank you. So please, our vote counter, our host, tech host, please, if you can. Yes. Tech host, are we ready for the guest certificate?
Yes, he can continue, Toastmaster Latif. All are voted.
My sincere gratitude from all my Bhavan's club. DTM Atif, just to explain you, or how to explain in the simple words, Bhavan's Toastmaster is my home club. I mean, this is what I'm saying. This was the club which showed me the door of the education of Toastmasters, of public speaking. This was the door which enhanced me to, and actually gave me the courage to even join Karachi Toastmasters Club, because I thought that, okay, if I can do well here, so I can do better in the other clubs also. I am not a very much enthusiastic person who always look for many clubs. I stay with one and give my 100 and 200 and 300% to that club. So it's just like that. Sincerely appreciate your time, your valued. The moment when I said I want that speech, that I have seen this before, but trust me, what I have seen, this is a more better version of it. So I know that you have worked a lot on this presentation. Thank you for encouraging our new speakers. And I have sincere, just a gratitude, a token of remembrance that you were in our club. I will share a certificate for you. Tech host, please, if you can. And I would like to hear a few words from you, please.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Latif. In fact, the pleasure is all mine. I really loved coming here. And of course, it's always a different flavor. We always say that every club has a different flavor. It has a different spice. And I could feel that spice here in Bhavan Toastmasters Club. You all people are really great. Thank you very much for the certificate as well. And I really learned a lot of things from here. And specifically some new roles that are not there in Karachi or any other Toastmasters club. And I would say that there are a lot of things to learn from every club. So I invite you all to come to the clubs of District 122. You are already a member of Karachi Toastmasters Club. Please do visit the clubs in Karachi, Islamabad, Lahore, Faisalabad, and many other cities. There are now clubs. So this is a very warm invitation from not just from me, but the whole District 122. And besides that, I would say that these are all the learnings that we share from each other. Of course, I came here and learned a few things in past 8 years or so, and I'm sharing all that with you. So we are all transmitting our knowledge. We are all sharing our knowledge to each other. So there are many things that you have learned and I don't know about that. So it's time to share that knowledge with each other. And in Toastmasters, we are all very good speakers. The person who delivers an icebreaker in Toastmasters, I tell you that in his or her mind, he or she is a great speaker, because the biggest thing is that this first step, that is most important. Once that step is taken and the ice is broken, then sky is the limit. We will all keep on improving in 20 years, 30 years, whatever time is spent in Toastmasters. We can't say that the improvement has stopped. It must go on. But the real step, and I'm sure that none of us has forgotten the first icebreaker. I gave my icebreaker for 3-4 times, because first of all in legacy, and then first pathway, second pathway, and then I started another pathway. So many times I got the opportunity. But the first icebreaker is like the first love in your life. You never forget that. And this is a great time for anyone who is giving the first icebreaker. So that is the real learning what we get from Toastmasters. And then it goes on and on and on. So I thank you very much once again, and congratulations to today's icebreaker. It always a great feeling, because you connect it with your own self. You take yourself to the time when you gave your first icebreaker and what were the feelings before that icebreaker, during that icebreaker, and after that icebreaker. So you feel like an expert after that. Wow, I did something really great. I am a great speaker from now onwards. So these are the feelings, and I'm sure that today's icebreaker also has got the same feelings. Once again, thank you very much to all of you for this golden opportunity, coming to you, sharing my thoughts with you. And I once again look forward to you all attending the meetings of District 122. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you very much, DTM Atif. Thank you. We all learn lots from you, and we pleasure. Anytime you have time, we will please welcome to our club and visit our club online. If possible, it's possible to all over the world. So thank you once again, and thank you.
Toastmaster of the day is back.
Can you hear me now, Latif?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, our guest speaker today. I think we should thank him because he came all the way from Karachi. This was not possible if we were in a live meeting. This is one, I always think that this is the beauty of the Zoom and Corona, where we can bring in people from anywhere in the world and get their wonderful words. So thank you so much, and we would like to stay for some more time because we have a newsletter release. Now let me welcome our newsletter editor, Jomi Stephen, to talk about the newsletter and release the newsletter. And I think you can give to Vishal Khan, who is our division director. He's here today, so you can make use of this opportunity. He is here, so we can hand over the copy to Vishal Khan and release the copy. So let's highlight all the people from the editors group. I think you can also highlight Kondal Reddy. And who else was there? Jomi, where are you, Jomi?
One second, yeah.
He just joined. Yeah, he just
Yeah,
joined.
please.
No, I'm here. One second, I'm here. One second.
Yeah, Jomi, open your camera.
Can hear me all?
Yes, but we cannot see you, Jomi.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Okay. Jomi, now we can hand over the copy to Vishal Khan. Before that, you can share the newsletter to all the audience. Then we will, we will give one copy like as a release. So before that, you can share it, please.
Okay, I'll share the file.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That's it.
So you can just flip the pages.
Yeah,
Go.
That's the first page, cover page. And then we have the president's message. Then the message from the past president, that is P.S. Santosh Patros. That's the editorial team. We had the current president, Reddy ji is there. One second. Reddy ji is there. And then P.M. Manoj, Santosh Patros, DTM Sunil. DTM Sunil was who designed the cover page and the formatting and all. Then TM Susan, TM Shiba. Then we have from the editor's desk some pics, and then message from the president and from the immediate past president. There's the club mentors message. We have DTM Premuk Bose, and then we have DTM Anil Kumar Revankar, DTM Sunil also. Then we have articles from our members, as you can go through them. But on a whole, very good articles. And then the highlight is we have an article from Gavile Sanvita. So that yoga in stress out. That's it. You can just go through the articles, and towards the end we have there's a photo, normal photo library. That's it. Awards and uploads. Yeah, that's it. Last page is the executive committee for this year, the new one, and also the previous year. And just for information, we are the President's Distinguished Club for 2 times in a row now. That's it. So, Sunilji, how you want now? You want me to hand over this thing to?
Yeah, you can actually you can say he will receive it. We cannot hand over in the real way.
Yeah.
But Vishal, you can open your mic and say that you received it.
Yes, well received and amazing editorial. And I wish the Bhavan's Toastmaster Club all the very best. Good luck. Have a great team. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So much.
Thank you, TM Vishal. Thank you very much. And thank you everybody for all the effort, and all the contributions everybody made, and all the time spent. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So we can stop. So this was actually an effort from our editorial team, and it was a showcase of our talents from Bhavan's members. So we will be distributing the PDF copy in the group as well as in the main group, so everyone will get a copy. Thank you so much, and this ends our presentation of newsletter. So today, let me close with a word to everyone, because the President Kennedy, he said it rightly said, because we all have talents and we have power and we have, but it may not stay for a long time. We are young at this moment, but tomorrow we get older. So there are things we have to do now, which we cannot wait for. And we should do it now. Because after some time, we should not regret saying that, oh, I could have done it before 1 year. I could have done it 2 years before. Oh, I could have taken this step. So these things we should avoid. So as a Toastmaster, we have opened our arena. Now we have our chances to convey this message to all the people around. So as I said, if we can make someone to speak on a stage, that means that person is becoming a leader. So a leader of a society definitely will become a very blessing for the society. So let us do that. And I'm so thankful to all the role players, speakers, and the guest speaker. We have a very good input from the guest speaker. And thank you, VPN, for bringing Atif and DTM Atif, and thank for his time spent with us. And I think we had a wonderful meeting. And with this word, do whatever we have to do now. Don't keep it for tomorrow. If you don't do it now, the tomorrow never comes. Then the tomorrow never comes and we will lose that opportunity. So do it now, the right now. And let me hand over the mic to our president, TM Kondalreddy. Thank you.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Sunil Thomas, for conducting a wonderful meeting this evening. And with this, we will not wait for that. We will go for our awards submission, awards distribution. Toastmaster Jiju, can you share the awards?
Sure.
Best winners.
1 second.
The best speakers.
Today's stars of the meeting. The best speaker award goes to Toastmasters Shruti Sajeev. Best evaluator, Toastmaster.
Congratulations, Toastmaster Shruti Sajeev. Wonderful.
Best
Congratulations,
evaluator.
Toastmaster Prashant.
And best player, DTM Anil Kumar Jiravan. Thank you.
Congratulations, DTM Anil.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jiju, for your presentation of the certificates. With this, I will say a few business session as conclusion. So, Toastmasters Vishal, how you feel our Bhavan's Toastmasters Club meeting?
First of all, thank you very much, President Toastmaster Kondalreddy, for inviting me. And I'm very much honored, I would say privileged, to be part of this wonderful Toastmaster. Now, Bhavan's Toastmaster has a legacy of being one of the finest Toastmasters club in our district. It's a president's distinguished club for no other reason, just because it is one of the finest Toastmaster clubs. And it is a collective effort. As you can see today also, you have the long-standing members like DTM Anil Revankar, DTM Sunil Thomas, DTM Mahesh and Jiju, who are very, very, been in the club from 2016 and 2016 and before. And today we have our newest Toastmaster Shruti Sajeev, the newest one. And she has taken up the role as the club secretary, and today she's completed her icebreaker session. So this is all about it, because it is always a collective effort of every member and the able leadership of the club, which makes it a president's distinguished club. I'm very, very happy to serve you as your division director, and looking forward for a great term and a wonderful year ahead. Thank you so much. Over to you, President Kondalreddy.
Reddy seems to be muted.
Thank you. Thank you. Your wonderful words for being here. Now let's move to our guest for Toastmaster Saira. Parvez, can you say how you feel about our meeting today?
It was a wonderful meeting, and I would especially like to mention some innovative things that I learned today. especially this role of the ringmaster, and he played it wonderfully, and that was so fun activity. But I personally realized that you've given a new idea for online meetings, because generally people tend to lose interest in online meetings. So this is a good way to keep them interested, that in the end of the meeting, they'll be quizzed and they'll be asked questions. So that's a good way to keep the attention of the people and the participants. Secondly, I would like to appreciate the newsletter, the way you displayed the newsletter. That was a good idea as well, to make the online participants feel that they are actually going through the pages of the newsletter. So that was wonderful. That these are the two innovative things that I've seen. And also the duration of the meeting, I would like to commend your club to keep the participants stuck to your meeting for more than 2.5 hours. This is like really commendable. So this shows the dedication of your members, that they are willing to give so much time every week. So that's very nice, very nice. And I look forward to more interaction. I'll probably see in future if there's a possibility. I'll stay in touch with your VP Education, and I'll see what are the possibilities of some joint sessions and all of that stuff. So it was great to know about your club. I'm really very happy with this experience.
Thank you, Saira Parvez, for your wonderful inspirational words to all of us. Definitely, we'll promise you, we will keep in touch with you, and we will much improve for ourselves. So before going to one more feedback for Toastmaster Biju Babu, can you say your feedback today's meeting?
Thank you, Toastmaster Kundalini, for inviting.
Toastmaster Biju.
Yes. Can you hear me? I'm audible?
Yes, you are audible, Biju.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kundalini, for inviting me for feedback. It was a wonderful meeting today because of different reasons, various reasons. First thing, the main thing is we have one icebreaker. She successfully completed it. So it was a great speech, as what the evaluator said. Even we are not thinking about it, it was a first speech of a person. It was not an icebreaking thing. And second thing is, it was we have a training session. It's a wonderful training session. He attended, and really he presented very well for the pathways of the how to win, how we can become winner for a Toastmasters speech. And third one, the advantage means a specialty for the meeting was for our the newsletter presentations. Toastmaster Jomi presented very well. He did a very good work. Congratulations, Toastmaster Jomi. All the way, the meeting was very good, excellence. The Toastmaster Latif prepared the agenda well, very advanced. In I think more than 10 days before he prepared all the agendas. Congratulations, Toastmaster Latif. All the way, the meeting was great. Over to Toastmaster Kundalini.
Thank you, Biju.
We have
Rita Johnson, are you there?
We have one Justin here.
Rita in Justin's house. Yeah,
we
please.
have one Justin here.
I just pushed Justin back and I am here.
So how are you, Toastmaster Rita?
I'm so happy and double happy to see Toastmaster Vishal, the Division E Director. You are lucky, really lucky to have such a dedicated person and who is well versed in IT. He is like a techno-savvy. You can trust him, and he is such a down-to-earth person because I have personal encounter with him during my area contest, and he's ready to help you to any extent. So I'm happy to see Toastmaster Vishal. Actually, I missed the great workshop by our guest, but I could see, I can see these recordings after, but I know it is a great, something a loss for me since I missed it. Thank you so much. All the best. Thank you so much.
So have the dinner, nice dinner.
Thank you, Toastmaster.
Yes, there are such great personalities in Bhavan's, okay?
We will also call you for dinner.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
you.
And all of you, I think all of you are going well. Thank you so much to see the Toastmaster Saira Pervaz Khan. I know you are from all the way from Pakistan, I think. And our own people. I'm so happy, DTM and LG, all of you. So happy to see you all.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bita Johnson. Thank you. Distinguished Toastmaster Anil Kumar, you want to add something?
Nothing much. I really enjoyed every moment of today's meeting. It was very, very lively. Very happy to see our members improving a lot. And today I could feel, that they have reached the epitome, and they can all be great mentors for other clubs. Well done. I really like the way the things are moving. I would like to add one thing. The pronunciation master could add one feature to the role. And the role is, we have a word of the day. Either a grammarian or the pronunciation master can pronounce that word at least 2 or 3 times. I will tell you why. The whole idea is, when we are giving a new word and we ask our members to adopt that word and use it in the speech, if we give the correct pronunciation, it will be easy for members to absorb it. That is what is my opinion. Rest I leave to VP Ed. Thank you very much. Over to the President, Toastmaster Kundal Reddy.
Thank you, TTM Anil Kumarji. Your suggestions will definitely implement for those suggestions. Now I will invite for our VP Education. You have any announcements before closing the meeting?
Thank you, President. Only one announcement. Next meeting on 14th of August. And the lineup is ready. We have a speakerthon, 9 speakers. I have almost asked for almost 7, 8 evaluators. So I need another 2 evaluators. Please encourage our speakers. This session today, what we attend, will only help you if you just focus on the points or just focus on the pathway, even if you don't see this video or something like that. If just you see the pathway of how to present your speech, how to present your project, there is no other way. Secondly, the biggest announcement, I want to congratulate Kondal Reddy for completing his pathway. Today he presented his reflect on path. And Shruti was no exceptional. Actually, she did really well, and she should be proud that who she has, competed against and won. Because after completing one pathway, you are delivering your 14th or 15th speech, so or the 13th or 14th speech. So, and for sure your keynote speeches and some guest speaker and all like that stuff. So you gathered that much of experience. But yes, she should be proud of it. We as a Bhavans are proud that we have such a healthy competition coming up. Just prepare yourself for the giving your best shot, and rest winning of hearts of the judges just separate. Win the audience. Win the hearts of your fellow colleagues. Win the hearts of your fellow Toastmasters. That's what it is. The best speech is the best message, the best takeaway message you give it to the audience. I mean, this is what I would like to say. And here I invite Vishal, please, if you can attend our 14th of August meeting. It will be a speakerthon. We have already 9 speakers, and I'll share the flyer also.
Perfect.
Please,
I'll be honored.
Please.
I'll be
Thank
honored.
you. Thank you very much. And DTM Anil, thank you for encouraging each and every district members. You know more than me, actually. I always say this, and I enjoy this, and I proudly say this. My only social gathering is Toastmasters. There is no other social gathering for me. So I love this.
Thank you, Toastmaster Latif, for your announcements. And I have one announcement for that. For our District 20 is going to conduct for club coaches training. So from our club, we have to give who are all interested and who are all eligible also. Whoever completed second path are going to do, they're all eligible to take a club coaching training, which is going to conduct in August. So I am going to waiting for the names to give me. I will write to our PQD. So then they will, along with that, we can attend for our club coaches training. So please, before 30th July, we have to send these names. So I already announced in the group. So please give it back me. I can send it to the district officials. With this, I hope we enjoyed our entire meeting. So Jiju, you want to add something? Jiju?
No, not much, already. As always, it was a wonderful and colorful meeting. And the fantastic part was the training. Actually, what I like in the training was DTM Atif. He was so natural, so simple and in explaining, and it was very effective.
Yes.
And of course, if we have guests from other parts, other countries, other clubs, we get to learn from them. So we are so lucky to have guests from other clubs across the border. Thank you. And thank you. Congratulations to TM Jomi and the editorial team for the fantastic newsletter. Thank you, Jomi. Thank you, Kondal.
Thank you.
Reddy, I want to add one thing.
Congratulations, Kondal, for completing the
thank you.
Levels. And your speech was very fantastic and excellent, and you are talking from your heart. That is the advantage of your. It was a real story you're talking, and you really explained your all the experience from the club from the day one. It was fantastic. Actually.
Yeah, I did only one simple thing. Entire project manual I went through. Then automatically we have to all to do that. That's why my request from my side, we have to go through, complete the project manual. Then off of the speech, and they say every small or big event, whichever you did it during this part, I just put it in my speech. That's what I did it. So that's why it's turns good sounds.
Yeah, I'm always telling, even for the XCOM, I told the same thing. People is not checking that all this the objectives, and they're just clicking and next button, and they're completing that. Actually, they have to read all the objectives and the pathways.
Yes, that's a great knowledge and information will be there. So with this, thank you again, once again to all.
Reddy, once again, I just want to tell
yes,
Vishal, because Vishal is our great friend, because me and Vishal, we were together in many of the events. So Vishal, keep our club in your mind, and whenever you get some chances for our people to, do some MC work or something, please put us in the group.
Definitely.
Thank you so much, and keep coming.
Any opportunities, even MC, role players, whatever, we are all have the dynamic leaders.
Because we feel you as a member. We don't feel you are as a different person. We feel you are one of us. So welcome always. Whenever you get time, please come. Okay,
Thank you
Vishal.
so much. Thank you so much, Sunil Thomas. Thank you so much, President Kondal Reddy. Thank you very much. Will do.
With this note, thank you for everybody. So good night. Take care.
Good night.
Salam alaikum.
Thank you.
Thank you. Salam alaikum. Goodbye.